Hello everyone. We are sorry that we cannot do the presentation on site, so we record this presentation. We are Team 3. I am Bi Shen.
I'm 石韵瑜.
I'm 丙辰流.
Our project is to predict which movies will be Oscar Best Picture finalists in 2016. So, the Academy Awards or the Oscar, the official title was rebranded as the Oscar in 2013, changed from the Academy Awards. It's an annual American awards ceremony honoring cinematic achievements in the film industry. The various category winners are awarded a copy of a statute, officially the Academy Award of Merit, that is better known by its nickname Oscar. So our projects aim to analyze the movies in 2015 before April 19 to predict which movies can be the finalists of Best Picture for next round of competition. We have searched the movies released in 2015 online so far. There are about 21 movies released before April 19. They are Fast and Furious 7, 50 Shades of Grey, Insurgent, Child 44, Home, True Story, Cinderella, Monkey Kingdom, Get Hard, The Longest Ride, Paul Blood More Cooperation 2, SpongeBob Movie, Sponge Out of Water, Chappie, Woman in Gold, Focus, Unfriended, While We Are Young, Kingsman, It Follows, Unfinished Business, and Still Alice. Because of limited time and data, we cannot analyze the movies in 2015 that have not been released yet, so there might be some bias in our analysis. For choosing the inputs and output of selected movie, compared with several parameters, we choose movie meter, Rotten Tomatoes, investment, box office, IMDb rating, and Fresh Tomatoes as our parameters. Because these parameters are quite famous in evaluating movies. Besides, we prefer a smaller value in category 1 and a larger value in category 2, so we divide the 5 aspects into 2 categories. Category 1 contains movie meter, Rotten Tomatoes, and investment. Meanwhile, category 2 includes box office, IMDb rating, and Fresh Tomatoes.
We put all this data and parameters into one Excel sheet to build a DEA model. And we could see that the weight begins from 1 for every aspect, and we could get the weighted category 1 and weighted category 2 by multiple data and the weight. So the ratio equals to weighted category 2 divided by weighted category 1. Therefore, it is reasonable to add a condition that the ratios in column M to not exceed 1, namely weighted category 2 divided by by weighted category 1 equals or less than 1. That is our condition 1. The first condition implies that the best ratio a movie can have is 1, and only one weighted category 2 measures equals to weighted category 1 measures. The movie can have a ratio of 1. For example, we could say that Fast and Furious could find a set of weights in the cell B25 to C25 and E25 to G25, so that the cell K2 equals to cell J2. Then the Fast and Furious 7 achieves the maximum ratio of 1. Our second condition is for a set of chosen weights in cells B25 to C25 and E25 to G25. We set the value of weighted category 1 measures for a particular movie under consideration is set equal to 1. The goal here is to find a set of weights so that the ratio for each movie in column M achieves the maximum value, that is a value of 1 being the best ratio. and then we could use the solver to solve the problem. We using solver to solve the problem cumbersome and time consuming. So we apply the VBA code into our spreadsheet. In that way, we could run VBA once but could get the next 20 result.
And in the next step, we want to add some restrictions in the solver. And we choose the first restriction is that we want to add is box office, which is 3 times more important than the investment. And the other restriction is IMDb rating is 6 times more important than Rotten Tomatoes, just as showed in the solver. And after running the VBA, and we can see that there is only one type of movies ratio equal 1, that is Fast and Furious 7. Then we can see that the other 4 movies, Cinderella, Monkey Kingdom, the SpongeBob movie, The Sponge Out of Water, and Unfinished Business, are no longer best practices. The Excel model is movies data oriented and lets each movie pick its own weights to yield a maximum ratio. If a movie fails to achieve the maximum ratio of 1, this means that some other better movies dominate the features and price of this movie. Or the data of movie is temporary because they are launched recently. So we predicted that Fast and Furious 7 might be one of the finalists of Best Picture for the Oscar 2016. And for the references, we collected the data from this list of websites. Thank you very much.